Welcome back, my creepy people from all around the world. It is I, your creepy Uncle Bunny 13 here, doing Challenge Rift 107, and this looks like the Necromancer class. It's a female Necromancer, and she kind of looks like she's resembling Illidan from World of Warcraft there a little bit. Very, very cool. Let's click on the Soul Mirror and see what we are dealing with. Obviously looking like a lot of legendary items, and they're all ancient, which means this is an LON Legacy of Nightmares build, fully capitalizing on the community event buff, which is active this season. It is the season of Nightmares. So while we have no set item bonuses equipped on our characters, every ancient item we have equipped increases our damage by 750% per damage item. So if we have 13 ancients, which is what we can have equipped maximum, that means that it is 750 times 13, and that will be a maximum damage output just from this community buff alone. It also will reduce damage taken by 4% per ancient item as well. So again, 13 items, if they're all ancient, you can multiply that by 4, 13 times 4, and that will give you your damage reduction total as well, which you receive just from that buff. It doesn't include all of your skills and items that you're using and have equipped, or the legendary stats that you might have. That also mixes in, and it actually stacks with those buffs. So let's have a quick look at the skills and see what we're dealing with here. We've got Grim Scythe. We're using Leech, which is a curse. Bone Armor, of course, for survivability. It also increases our life per second per target hit. Decrepify, another curse. Command Skeletons, which will kind of be our primary damage dealer here, along with our curses. And Command Golem. So this is mostly used, I suppose, for the passive effect, which is raise the Golem to fight for you, and he does damage for us. But you can also sacrifice the Golem, which will heal us, and it reconstructs at the target location. So what that means is, if we're running low on health, bang, you can sacrifice your Golem, you'll get some health back, and he just quickly gets summoned back up, or reconstructs exactly where he is. Kind of looks like something out of Stranger Things, which I actually just remembered. I just binged watched the latest series, season 3 of Stranger Things, and I cannot wait to review it, so stay tuned to the channel for that. Anyway, Stranger Things aside, we'll talk about that soon. So what we want to do here, we've already gone through the skills, haven't we? Yeah, cool. That's all really, that's the most important part done. So I'll show you how we're going to damage things. So we've got 2 curses. Number 1, Decrepify. Number 2 is the Leech. And then you definitely want to use your Command Skeletons. As you can see, they'll charge, they'll get that attack speed and damage multipliers happening, and they'll kill everything in sight. You definitely want to get your Bone Armor up as soon as possible whenever you're around density. So go, boom, get your Bone Armor up. We only got 4 there, so we want to get our maximum stacks up. But in the meantime, just make sure you're using your curses and then your Command Skeletons, and that will pretty much kill everything in sight. And whenever you're around enemies, bang, use your Bone Armor, get your maximum 10 stacks up. And if you're running low on essence here, just use your Grim Scythe like this. Especially if enemies are near you, once you get your curses and your Command Skeletons active, just use your Grim Scythe. It does lots of damage and also regenerates your essence there. But don't forget to, when you come across new packs, make sure you cast your curses again, and also your Command Skeletons. Especially if you've lost line of sight, your Command Skeletons will lose that buff, so make sure you command them again. So basically, the skeletons that actually attack will actually increase your attack speed and damage when you actually use Command Skeletons, like so. So make them charge, and let's go to the single target here. Not that we need to, but bang, Command Skeletons, and bang, it's already dead. And Grim Scythe if required, just to regenerate your essence there. Obviously this works better on multiple targets intensity, because you're going to be hitting multiple targets, and single targets not so much. But single targets won't be an issue, because you're not going to have to worry about single targets until the very end when the Rift Guardian pops, pretty much. Otherwise, there's always lots of density. And anyway, even if there is a single target, it'll die so quickly, it won't matter. Just keep on moving and looking for dense packs, which will be fine. What's he doing there? He's stuck. That's pretty much all I have to say about this Necromancer setup. It's going to be super easy. Don't forget to keep your bone armor stacks up at 10. That way it'll increase your survivability. You won't have to worry about dying, but I don't think dying has really been an issue for this Challenge Rift at all, so it really should not be a problem. It's not very squishy at all. If you find yourself being squishy with this setup on this Necromancer this week, then just remember what I told you. Make sure your bone armor stacks are up and you should be totally fine. Let's go on and do this one together. As always, I'll show you all how it's done. Then it's your turn. Get those materials. Keep playing your seasons. It is the season of nightmares. Happy monster slaying, my beautiful people. Let's go. And we're in, like I said, cursors up, command skeletons. And just watch things die. Collect your orbs, keep on moving. That's pretty much it. And if enemies are foolish enough to come really close to you, just use that Grim Scythe. You'll take them out, swipe at them. And at the same time, we're going to also be increasing or regenerating our essence. Very, very easy. Our command skeletons do the work for us. Just make sure that you recast the command skeletons. That way they're doing some extra damage and gaining attack speed. But for the most part, they'll recharge the next enemy as they kill. But sometimes if we're out of line of sight, then you have to use your command skeletons. You have to actually activate them again, make them charge. And we're just moving through here. We're not going to really worry about killing everything that's in sight. We're going to focus on moving to elite pack from elite pack to elite pack to elite pack. And as you can see there, elites bang down pretty easy. Pylon there. You really should not struggle with this at all. Like I said, keep your bone armor stacks up. And as you can see, I'm taking little to no damage right now. Just making sure my cursors are up. And reactivating that command skeleton. So we're going to quickly just go down this way because there's a pylon up here, remember? I only did one quick run and then came back and hit that record button to show everybody how to complete this week's Challenge Rift. So speed pylon there, super handy. We'll keep on moving. And sometimes, like, you don't even really need those curses, because right now I'm just kind of using command skeletons and everything's dying. Probably because we've got that pylon buff, so we're doing a bit of extra damage. But once you come across an elite, drop those curses down, pick up those orbs, keep on pushing forward. As you can see, we're progressing very nicely and pushing ahead of time quite easily. I actually haven't played a Necromancer in a very long time, so it's good to come back to the old Necro class. Wasn't the biggest fan when it first came out. Not really, the playstyles don't really tickle my fancy, I suppose you could say. Try and watch out for that elemental damage on the floor. That arcane and those poison puddles, just be careful, because if you stand in them, they will kill you eventually. If you stand in them long enough, of course. But other than that, just the normal melee damage. As you can see, it's not really interfering or causing us a lot of damage at all. Our health is staying pretty strong. Like, it moves down a little bit, but nothing really to worry about. Come on, give me some Elise. And I've also watched the new Child's Play movie recently, so I want to definitely do a review on that. For those of you that like John Wick, I've reviewed John Wick 3. Possibly will review John Wick 1 and 2. Just a bit of a throwback, you know. Check out the two of my all-time favorite movies. Not like favorite movies ever, but at the moment, I'm a huge fan of Keanu Reeves and also the John Wick movies. Love them to death. Definitely up there with my all-time favorite movies anyway, but I've got so many I can't. I guess if I had to choose just one, it'll be The Lost Boys, my favorite movie of all time, but after that, it's very difficult to choose any single films because I love so many equally. I'm such a movie guy. So watch Rift Guardian, same sort of thing, curses, make sure your command skeletons are up. And as soon as you charge those skeletons, as soon as you activate that command skeletons, the Rift Guardian pretty much just drops dead like so. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. 419, not the best time, but you know what, honestly, this is my second run. First one I kind of just ran through looking, trying to memorize where the pylons are and where elites are, and then I just do a second run and record straight away. So if you're somebody that really wants to get up in the leaderboards, you can definitely replay this and test out new sort of strategies and stuff. But if you're like me and you're always in a goddamn rush and you work for a living and you've got so many games to play that it's just so overwhelming, and you love movies and you love TV shows and you just can't keep up with everything, even reading books. Having said that, that is the Challenge Rift. I'm going to get my materials and keep on playing my season. I'm also playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey in the background, trying to finally push through and get my platinum trophy. It's one of the longest games I've ever played, Odyssey. I cannot believe how much content that they've jammed in there, which is a really good thing. It's a great thing, but when you don't have much time in life, it can be a little bit overwhelming. So right now, I think I'm well over 100 hours into the game. It's near completion, but I do want that platinum trophy because I like getting platinum trophies in Assassin's Creed games. They are one of my all-time favorite game series. So lots to play after that. I want to check out Horizon Zero Dawn. I want to check out, what else did I buy? Wolfenstein 2, Evil Within 2, and then I've got probably another 22 games sitting in my little games closet there with all my collectibles just in a stack, still wrapped in plastic. So lots to play, lots to do. But as always, Diablo 3 is my main focus on the channel here, so if you want to see anything else specifically, let me know in the comments below. If there's anything that I can assist you with this week's Challenge Rift, let me know in the comments below. I'll be happy to help. Otherwise, if you enjoyed this video, enjoyed seeing this ugly face with this scruffy hair and hairy look, give me a big thumbs up, show me some love in the comments down below, subscribe if you want to, and please just come back and visit Uncle Le Creepy.